Hey y'all, it's December 2nd, which means we are reading out of Luke 7 today. I'll be honest, there wasn't a lot that popped out to me in this chapter, except for something that, it's a story that we all know very well, and it's the woman who, okay, so a little bit of context. Jesus is invited to this man's place for dinner, and as he's sitting there, this woman comes in, and she's an adulterer, and she starts kissing his feet and washing his feet with her tears, wiping them with her hair, and just anointing them with perfume and everything. And it says that the man whose house he was in, he was a Pharisee, and he thought to himself, this man, meaning Jesus, if he were a prophet, who would know who and what manner of woman this is who is touching him, for she is a sinner. And then Jesus goes on to ask him a question, and he says, there was a certain creditor who had two debtors. One owed 500 denarii and another 50. And when they had nothing with which to repay, he freely forgave them both. Tell me, therefore, which of them will love him more? Simon answered and said, I suppose the one whom he forgave more. And Jesus tells him that that was the correct answer. And then he goes on to tell him, do you see this woman? I entered your house. You gave me no water for my feet, but she has washed my feet with her tears and wiped them with the hair of her head. You gave me no kiss, but this woman has not ceased to kiss my feet since the time I came in. You did not anoint my head with oil, but this woman has anointed my feet with fragrant oil. Therefore I say to you, her sins, which are many, are forgiven, for she loved much. But to whom little is forgiven, the same loves little. And sometimes I see it to be so true, in how when there's someone who, I don't know, has this squeaky clean background, they just have this air of, well, it's not that hard. Well, why are you struggling this way? I don't. And they just expect you to, they hold you to the same standard that they themselves are living. But we can't do that because everybody's different. We're all equally called to live like Jesus, yes, but we all struggle with different things. We all handle things differently. And Jesus, he reaches us differently for the same purpose, for the same reason, for the same calling, yes. But sometimes it takes more. And those people who have been forgiven so much are some of the most generous, kind people out there. Not saying that people who haven't forgiven a lot can't be either, but you see them being a lot more entitled. Anyways, I think this story is absolutely beautiful, where Jesus is just like, she loves so much. She has done this and this and this for me, while you who think you know everything, that you have it all together, who wouldn't let this woman touch you, you have not loved enough. So, yeah. I'm not sure how to end this video. I like how at the very last sentence, the very last verse in this chapter, he goes, then he said to the woman, your faith has saved you. Go in peace. And just putting yourself in her shoes, can you imagine how she came to him was just so broken, was so humble, that she kissed his feet, wiped his feet with her hair. Imagine the place that she was in that brought her to his feet like that, in such a state. And it was also probably this awestruckness of the fact that he was Jesus, and she recognized who he was. And she came to him needy and left forgiven and whole and loved. And that's just one of the many stories of redemption in the Bible that we see. And it's one of my favorite, because every single time I read it, I'm reminded that, I'm not even worthy to be in this place that this woman was in. I'm not worthy to be at Jesus' feet, and yet he welcomes me to come. I am his daughter. And sometimes I just can't fathom that he wants me, but he does. And he wants you to. So, once again, go read the chapter for yourself. and have a blessed day.